let's dive deep and look at 3 Big Ten players who aren't currently in the portal but are hearing from teams behind the scenes if they so choose to enter the portal. For each one, I'll name at least one team talking to their camp and share my take on whether they're likely to stay put or enter into the transfer portal. Before fans of these players or schools get upset and say, "I don't know what I'm talking about," check my track record. Okay, I'm 4 for 5 in portal predictions so far, with 3 more pending that look pretty solid. I'm not bragging. It's just that in this business, you've got to be right if you want people to listen. My content isn't wild guesses. It's well-sourced info I use to make predictions and tell you how confident I am. All right, enough of that. Let's get started. First up is Devin Royal at Ohio State. Royal was one of the Buckeyes' 3 best players this year. He's from Ohio and has been recruiting for the team this offseason, helping land Gabe Cups and even reaching out to Dylan Swain, now at Texas. At 6'6", Royal is a strong rebounder who played a lot at the 4 this year, though his natural spot is more of the 3. He improved his outside shooting, shines down low for his size, and causes problems for teams with weak perimeter defenders at the 4. Michigan State really wanted him during his recruitment and nearly got him, but he chose to stay home with the Buckeyes instead. Things haven't gone well, though, at Ohio State. Chris Holtmann was fired his freshman year, and this season Ohio State was 3rd team out of the NCAA tournament. Meanwhile, Izzo and the Spartans are going to lose Frankie Fiddler, need a score, and just made it to the Elite Eight. They've reportedly been in touch with Royal's camp, and if he enters the portal, they'd be frontrunners to land him. Ohio State's just added 7-footer Christoph Tilley from Santa Clara, and Bruce Thornton and John Mobley are supposed to be returning, as they've both announced that that's going to happen. Still, the Buckeyes expect at least one more player to hit the portal before it closes on April 22nd. And some think it could be Royal. But hold on, I have a refutal, whatever that word is. I have something to refute that. Royal's been recruiting, and the new additions don't threaten his role. I agree and don't think he's going to enter the portal. If anyone leaves, I'd bet it's either Ivan Nagovin or Sean Stewart. Ohio State's pursuit of Morez Johnson in the portal might have rubbed Sean Stewart the wrong way. He played hard last year and was an underrated rebounder. He could feel overlooked in Bolt, though Diebler might smooth things over. Royal seems locked in, but we've seen surprises before, like Felix Okpara, who was planning and even announced that he was going to come back last year for Ohio State until Tennessee's bigger offer changed his mind. In the portal, no one is safe. A player can say they're staying, but a better deal might sway them. We'll see. We'll see what happens, and we'll keep you up to date on everything that goes on there. Next, Braden Smith at Purdue. Hold on, Purdue fans. Relax, okay? Don't turn it off. Don't tune me out, okay? The next player I'll mention involves you, but he doesn't play for Purdue, if you catch my drift there, okay? Stick around. Everyone knows Kentucky is after Smith hard. He's set to be the nation's best point guard next year, was arguably the best point guard this year, and it's a role that he is clearly ready for. At the very least, he's probably going to be an All-American at the end of the season next year once again. People said he was just feeding Zach Edey, but he upped his assists without Edey this year, proving them wrong. Smith's the engine driving Purdue's train. He's a pick-and-roll wizard, phenomenal in games like the Houston game in the Sweet 16, and he's just crazy enough to be intimidating to his opponents. Kentucky's calling with deep pockets, but Smith loves Purdue, Matt Painter, his team, and his community. He's even hosting a basketball camp in Lafayette on April 19th. Though the portal closes April 22nd, could he do the camp and then jump? Maybe, but I really don't see it happening. Purdue's dominance helps with with 4 guys, Will Berg, Miles Colvin, Cam Heide, and Waddell already in the portal. The fan base is hurting. The school knows this. They're going to do everything they possibly can to keep him. I don't think Smith leaves, but until we get confirmation he's back, I'm not fully convinced. Matt Painter's vague response on the Field of 68's Final Four show yesterday yesterday, dodging a direct yes and just griping about the portal instead, didn't inspire confidence to me. Maybe he's letting Smith announce it himself, or maybe things are shakier than fans think. I won't relax until the portal's closed. Last but not least is Brooks Barnhizer of Northwestern. I know what you're thinking. I'm nuts. I get it. Okay. He graduated, right? Well, word is he's still awaiting a waiver. Barstool Northwestern's April Fool's joke fooled some into thinking that it was approved, but it's not. If it does get approved, Purdue's a team to watch for the Lafayette native if he so chooses to enter the transfer portal. Barnhizer was a three-star top 150 recruit, wasn't offered by Purdue initially, but is on their radar now. If his waiver looks promising and he's eyeing Purdue, it'd explain Cam Heidi's exit, especially with Clough in the mix. It'd sting Northwestern fans, but I could see it happening. Imagine a Purdue lineup with Braden Smith, Fletcher Lohr, Brooks Barnhizer, Trey Coffin-Wren, and either Oscar Clough or Daniel Jacobson. Yeah, that would be pretty special. We're watching that closely, and it could be huge for Purdue next season. What do you think, staying or leaving? Drop your thoughts in the comments. I love hearing your feedback.